Excuse me. Is it at all possible that you're knitting a pair of pants? Oh, no, you're understandably terrified. Allow me to explain. 45 days ago, I embarked on a railroad journey of healing because when my university was making me do string theory, my favorite comic book store burned down, and when my roommate got engaged, my girlfriend wanted to move in with me, which was no doubt a ploy just to see my, well, excuse my language, but my bathing suit parts. Sir, may I use your phone?
I don't think so.
Yeah, wait, no. I understand that I'm half naked, but there is a reasonable explanation. While I slept in my sleeper car, all my possessions were stolen. Now, typically I wear pajamas, but I recently adopted a hobo lifestyle, and pajamas are the sleep pants of the man. I'll have you know, Mahatma Gandhi wore no pants, and a nation rallied behind him. My good man, now before you walk away, I know that I may appear deranged, but I am, in fact, a world-renowned physicist. Ask me the difference between a boson and a fermion. You go ahead, ask. Bosons have integer spin. Fermions have half-integer spin. My legs are getting cold. Why won't anybody help me?
Next question for the Butterfinger. How long is a galactic year?
250 million years.
Yes!
Yay!
Okay, this one is for a Cadbury cream egg.
Oh, it's not even Easter time. This is crazy.
Which Archimedean solid has 20 regular triangular faces, 30 square faces, 12 pentagonal faces, 60 vertices, and 120 edges?
The rhombiconsic dodecahedron!
Yes!
We are so smart.
Oh, why didn't girls like us in high school?
Because we were awkward and weird and couldn't play sports!
Right again.
The first pitch will be thrown out by NASA astronaut Howard Wolowitz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can he really throw a ball?
On our Quidditch team, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's a no.
I have a message for the young people here today. When I was asked to throw the first pitch, a little voice in my head said I couldn't do it. So I practiced and practiced, and you know what? That little voice was right. But then I remembered that I'm not an athlete. I'm a scientist. So today's first pitch will be delivered to home plate by science. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you a working prototype of the Mars rover! And here's the windup and the pitch. Because I'm an idiot who didn't think this through.
Okay, new plan. We go to Disneyland, play hide and seek on Tom Sawyer's Island, and then come back and see the end of the pitch.
Okay, moving isn't gonna make it go any faster.
Some ways we could set our comic book store apart from the competition.
Kids buy comic books. It would be great to figure out a way to get more kids in the store.
You know, when I was a kid, I loved going there, but I could never get a ride.
Ooh, what if you got a van and drove around and picked kids up?
Nice. You mean like at parks and schools?
Toy stores, puppet shows.
Hold on. So your idea is to get a van and cruise the streets looking for kids to pick up?
Yes.
And are you going to use candy to lure them in?
We are now.
Hold on, pause. Something doesn't make sense. Look, in 2015, Biff steals the sports almanac and takes the time machine back to 1955 to give it to his younger self. But as soon as he does that, he changes the future. So the 2015 he returns to would be a different 2015, not the 2015 that Marty and Doc were in.
This is Hot Tub Time Machine all over again. If future Biff goes back to 2015 right after he gives young Biff the almanac, he could get back to the 2015 with Marty and Doc in it. Because it wasn't until his 21st birthday that 1955 Biff placed his first bet.
Whoa. Is placed right?
What do you mean?
Is placed the right tense for something that would have happened in the future of a past that was affected by something from the future?
Had will have placed?
That's my boy.
Okay, so it wasn't until his 21st birthday that Biff will have placed his first bet and made his millions. That's when he altered the timeline.
Yeah, but he haven't placed it.
What?
Unlike Hot Tub Time Machine, this couldn't be more simple. When Biff gets the almanac in 1955, the alternate future he creates isn't the one in which Marty and Doc Brown ever used the time machine to travel to 2015. Therefore, in the new timeline, Marty and Doc never brought the time machine.
Wait. Is brought right?
Marty and Doc never had brought?
I don't know, you did it to me.
I'm going with it. Marty and Doc never had brought the time machine to 2015. That means 2015 Biff could also not have brought the almanac to 1955 Biff. Therefore, the timeline in which 1955 Biff gets the almanac is also the timeline in which 1955 Biff never gets the almanac. And not just never gets. Never have, never hasn't, never hasn't.
Is right?
What about the late fees on our credit card because somebody didn't pay the bill on time?
Well, maybe I would have paid it if I wasn't also doing everything else around here.
Oh, you're saying I don't do anything around here? Look at my tour chart.
She made him a
I
torch.
see it. Do the dishes. There's a star right there.
That was a pity star. Putting water in the roasting pan and leaving it in the sink is not doing the dishes.
That pan had to soak, and you know it.
Well, don't come crying to me when you don't get your allowance.
It's not an allowance, it's a stipend. And we said we weren't gonna call it an allowance in front of my friends.
I usually don't like lemon bars, but these are really good. Oh my God.
Leonard, I was wrong. Heaven does exist. And it's in the basement of a urologist's house in Sherman Oaks.
Welcome to my fortress of solitude. This is where I go to get away from all my other solitude.
Come on, it's a replica.
Original.
Oh, I think I just cheated on my wife.
The gun from Hellboy.
Yep.
How did you get it?
Bought it at auction.
Oh, I was hoping for a juicy tidbit about Ron Perlman's testicles.
Oliver, I'm going to play bingo.
Okay, Mother. Have fun.
Still lives with his mom. Yikes, right?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to respond.
Wow, Donkey Kong. This was my game when I was a kid.
Because it's a story of a pretty blonde girl tirelessly pursued by a small, oddly shaped man?
No, because I liked it.
Now, don't get defensive. You're oddly shaped, but you got the girl.
Next game, let's switch helmets.
No, I'd look silly in that helmet.